They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Judicials will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So SMU's offense will go on the attack first. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got it up to 30. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Mustangs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Judicials offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Flying down the left side. 10. Touchdown, Judicials. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quickly to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The give is to Taylor. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to it. And some room to work. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to...
Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Mustangs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
He'll ride his man on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's O'Neal. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. The Judicials have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's York. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And the Judicials come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Using his feet. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Lets it fly. Found the spot in the defense. It's a seam one, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Judicials.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Taylor. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Got his man. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison.
He's going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drag.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Sends it back in motion. On the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The big fullback's got it. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're going to take a shot at this DB. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Calls his own number. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Judicials with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. This quarterback part of their running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping and runs through another guy. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The Judicials are moving quickly down the field. On the move, it's O'Neal. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the D deny them on second and goal. On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. The official says no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He lost one down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Pucks it out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that foot.
Turning it on! And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Taylor has it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there.
Next going for the goal line. his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to the flat. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown Mustangs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Crosses the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Judicials, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They're going to mark this one at the 15. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got him. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Plow through the defense. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the Judicials have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. They'll go to the fullback, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Now on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking for a huge play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Going right to work up top. Got the back over the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already
throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And now this offense will take the field again. Trying to set the tone with the run. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looking to throw on third. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And the Judicials will punt this one away. A low line drive and short kick. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Breaks into the open. The tap. Touchdown, SMU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10. Looking for a gap. It's O'Neal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. Creates a little space. Smashes through the tackle. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. The Judicials come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And the Judicials will punt it away on fourth down. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
Wants to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. The Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch right away. They're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Looking left. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Finds his tight end. Looking for more room. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Here comes the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And you can tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Judicials. Quick strike through the air for the score. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. The option look. He'll toss it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Can't get him to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. The Judicials come to the line with a new set of downs. Run it with the fullback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Makes the catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Judicials are moving quickly down the field. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Hard running there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Just going to keep it after the snap. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Hold offense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Hand off from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. might be calling a hot route. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Toss sweep to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits and make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He boomed it through a 50-yard field. Showing off that powerful leg. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unleashes one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Mustangs are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. The Judicials will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with a dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? Look to see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in college football. Maybe they put the ball on the ground. They don't execute the center-quarterback exchange.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to